Hi, my name is Carson Moore, and I'm a student at Life Challenge. And before coming to Life Challenge, my life was a pretty big mess. I already had a criminal record when I was like 16, but it all started way before that for me. I was adopted at a young age through child abuse and child neglection, and then once I got adopted again, it didn't feel like a lot changed. I went through more abuse through my adoption family, and it just seemed like it just got a lot worse, and nobody really believed me what was going on, so I kind of just shut down, and I just stopped opening up to people, and I started acting out in anger, and I had really bad anger problems. And then once I got into high school, I started going to more parties, started getting drunk, started getting high, and I was trying to push away all the feelings. I didn't want to face myself. I was scared to face myself and the feelings I had and the hurt I had and just all the stuff I had welled up inside. So that's what I did. I went out and got high, and it just got worse over time, and the drugs I was doing wasn't helping my anger, so it was just getting worse and worse. And then finally one day it kind of just went overboard, and I ended up getting arrested for caught my first felony at 17 and got charged as an adult for getting into a pretty bad fight, and that was just rough on me. I never thought life could get that low, and I ended up getting out of jail, and life was still bad. I was doing more and more drugs. I got put on probation. I was doing everything possible to break every rule on probation, and just doing more and more drugs, and I was just tired of really living. And then finally one day I had enough. Got in another fight, and then I had enough, and I went and tried hanging myself out in a tree. I tried hanging myself, and I don't know what it was. I just started to break down crying, and I really couldn't bring myself to do it. So I just undid it. I undid the rope, and I got down, and then I ended up going to church 2 days later. And I never was a Christian. I never grew up in church. I never really knew who Jesus was or God was, or if he was even real, but I kind of just broke down and was tired of living the way I didn't want to live anymore, and I knew there had to be something more than just living for the next high or living for the next hit or the next party. So I knew there was something more, and my probation officer told me about this place. I remember that day I told him, heck no, there's no way I'm coming here. I'm not doing this. This is stupid. And I ended up coming and ended up showing up to this place, and I was out. I did not want to be here whatsoever. I was a knucklehead. I did not want to be here. But I don't know I wish I could tell you what day it changed for me, but I remember the day it really stood out to me. It stood out to me was I got into some pretty big trouble while I was here. I got into trouble, and I wouldn't admit to what I was doing wrong. And I finally decided to admit to it, and I went into Brother Daniel's office, and I told him that it was me, and I was waiting for this guy I didn't even know. Waiting for this guy to kick me out, or Spartan kick me out the door and just yell at me, and I was just waiting for this. But I remember he just looked at me, and he said, Carson, he said, I forgive you. And he goes, I love you, and I want to see you succeed. And that's all he said, and that's all I heard. All I heard from that point on, that's all I heard from it. And I remember walking out being like, wow, this dude didn't even yell at me. And from then on, I was like, there's got to be something more. There's got to be something more than just getting in trouble. So that's what I looked for. I started reading my Bible. I started getting hungry for something new. Started getting hungry for the next word of God, and this past 8-9 months of doing it right, you know, I've never had the peace in life I have with smoking and getting high. I've never had this peace before. I've never wanted to do something in my life until now. I feel like God has a plan for me, and I'm here for a reason, not just for myself, but for others. And maybe through my experience, I can help others who've got the same problems. And I just can't thank Jesus Christ enough for coming into my life and setting me upon the rock, which is Him. And I just can't thank Him enough for the peace that He gives me, the joy I have. There's so much joy I have. Like, I want to get up in the morning and do the next right thing now. I want to get up and be able to help people that need it. I want to get up and just be a man of God and learn how to be a man of God for my future family and show them how to be a man through Jesus Christ. So, thank you.